Philippa, why the Leprosy Mission?
Well, the Leprosy Mission has been on my radar for quite a while, actually, and a couple of the guys who work there have seen me play live and just approached me a couple of times to see if I'd be interested in helping out. And I had so much on, the last few years, I didn't feel like I could really sort of make room to support a charity like the Leprosy Mission.
Right.
But at the beginning of this year, I don't know, it just really stole my heart, I think, seeing what they do. It's just so humble. Looking after people's feet just made me think so much of Jesus and, his humble attitude towards his disciples and towards us, So I just thought this is something that's really worth spending a bit of time on. And going out there to Mozambique was such an eye-opener. And so humbling, especially off the back of that tour, just been on the road every night, and the biggest worry is your makeup, and then suddenly you're surrounded by this poverty, not just poverty, but just for people to be in that situation where they don't even feel an urgency about going to a doctor when they're in such a state. Just a real eye-opener.
Well, indeed. And they do say that you can watch all sorts of things on TV and on video and listen to stories and see pictures in the paper. But if you're actually there, it really does change your attitude. Have you found that, Lizzie? Do you take people out? Generally?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Philippa's the first person that I've been out with. And it was the first time that I'd been to Africa. Mozambique was incredible, but I think watching Philippa's reaction to what was going on throughout the week, and actually my own reaction, it's not something I do all the time, was just incredible to see, really, and how moved she was. And I think you can't possibly not be when it's right in front of you.
Yeah.
The problem is there are so many problems like this in the world. It's overwhelming. I mean, did you feel God speaking to you about what you can do about it?
I think one of the things that really connected with me is obviously a few of my songs have self-esteem kind of related issues, and songs like Raggedy Doll about self-worth and about being, God's precious workmanship. And so to see an issue like this, which is still such a stigma for people, to a point where sometimes they're completely ostracised and pushed out of communities and kind of become completely on the fringe of society, that really touched a nerve with me, for people to be pushed out that way. Yeah. And so I think one of the things that we can do, I guess, as Westerners or people who've got any sort of profile is just to help to really change people's perception of it, that it's not some kind of scary illness where you have to keep a huge distance, but actually it's a very misunderstood illness.
And it's one that I can remember collecting for when I was a member of the Methodist Church. A little boy in the Methodist Church had a little box for the Leprosy Mission hundreds of years ago. And you kind of think it's one of those things that's been eradicated from the world, but far from it.
Absolutely. 200,000 people are still diagnosed each year with leprosy. And 2 million people are living with disabilities that are permanent because of leprosy, because of the effects of it.
And as Philippa was saying, it's so unnecessary in a sense, because if people could get medical help, it can be completely cured.
Completely unnecessary. So leprosy attacks the nerves. And so even if you're cured of leprosy, you can end up with feet that have nerve damage, which causes numbness. So people get injured really easily, they're very vulnerable, they get infections, and unfortunately, if they're left, as Philippa said, people live miles away from any help, they can't afford healthcare, and that's when serious infection and disabilities kick in.
Now, in honour of this, or in celebration of this, or have you come in barefoot this morning? You're the other side of the desk. So
I have, there you go.
Oh, my goodness, there they are. 10 little pinkies, okay.
I joined as well.
Philippa's joined in.
Oh, right. Two barefooted ladies, two sandy shores.
Why not start your day with Inspirational Breakfast, Monday to Fridays from 7 a.m, only on Premier Christian Radio, where faith comes to life.